Mod check. You know what? I'll just read them off screen. Okay. Anyway, so guys, welcome to the. I would have loved to say annual discussion, but we all know this doesn't happen that much. But so here's the thing. I'm gonna be straightforward with you guys. Gonna be honest. I haven't been really active in the community. That is true, and I think a lot of people have noticed that. The other admins are a little bit more active, especially Alejandro. Uh, that has partly to do with, I think, after we shut down the Hamachi servers for FZO versus online, you know, sessions. I think trying out the other F-Zero games that had online multiplayers, just like F-Zero X, etc., was not for me. Or like I experiencing that lag there, etc. I don't think I got back into that multiplayer feeling as I used to when we started this server, etc. You really missed the FC versus servers versus. Yeah, definitely. You know, dude, I want you guys choose this multiplayer felt more stable. Definitely. So that was one problem. Dude, can I get you guys like on the screen? Oh my god, dude. Hold on. It sucks that I can't pop out the thread. I'll just make a Discord screen. There you go. Discord. There you go. Just put this in. Get your messages in. There you go. Looks a little shit, but who cares? As long as the messages are being able to read. Okay. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that was like a larger problem that I had, and trying out F-Zero X, F-Zero GX. GX was also unstable, but I think it worked out with people in the same region, so that was kind of fine. But still, it's like it wasn't as stable as F-Zero SNES, as Fukuchian mentioned, trancing deeper. So I kind of backed off from the F-Zero Online multiplayer sessions, which I'm kind of sorry for. I know we got the F-Zero X thing on the Switch, and I tried to get a lot of people included. So what I did, I had the family package for Switch Online, and I was trying to get people to get the game and play with us on multiplayer. I got a lot of people on the list under my F-Zero, under my Nintendo Switch Online family pack. So, but even then, we couldn't, get like a stable weekly thing going on as we did with F-Zero Versus. F-Zero Versus was like definitely every week, if not at least once in 2 weeks, we had like a fucking session. So we did like a couple hours play it, and those were fun. That's also where I got a lot of my F-Zero highlights from, and yeah. I couldn't get GX multiplayer to be stable to the frame. Yeah, that's another thing. After Windows Pro only, so I'm gonna try that. Okay. Well, anyway, so what I say, well, like I said, it wasn't. How should I call this? Feasible, I guess. So I just kind of stopped doing it. Also, no, not just that. Also, the Hamachi server was causing issues for my PC, as you guys all know. It doesn't happen to everyone, but a lot of people have reported this on Hamachi, where like it significantly drops your like internet download upload thing. It like caps it somewhere. Even though we thought we fixed that issue, I kind of moved away from Hamachi, right? And that's where we brought up Ultranet once again. So this is where I want to get into our first topic, which would be a small update on community favorites, questions about the future of F-Zero. Okay, Ultranet's beta, bringing back Hamachi as a solution for FC versus races. So here's the thing. I wish Gregor could have joined us here though. I'd like to you know, have some questions about alternate. The alternate beta release still requires you to have a, you know, alternative solution to connect online. It is possible to connect locally, right? But doing an online match like we used to do in FZO Versus is a little bit harder. You know, it has proven to be a little bit harder. And so what I was suggesting him was doing a public server, right? So everyone can play. Because right now people just port forward each, you know, and that's not really that safe. But yeah, exactly. That's a problem. People are doing the port forward thing, and I just, you know, it's not what we expected. It's not what we kind of wanted or see. Maybe it's like a future project. Like they're still working on it. I think. I also offered my like support financially if I'm, you know, able to support it. Um, but yeah, so what happened to alternate news? Alternate news, it's more like they have their own server, by the way, for alternate, called the Arcade. What was it? Arcade Atavism or something, and that's where they do most of their, you know, work, including their collab with Fightcade. I think what was it, as they like announced it on Twitter, and yeah, basically that's where it left. I contributed to the Patreon thing. I got into their server, and I think I got alternate. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I got alternate, and well, that's all we could do was like port forwarding, and that I don't think that's a solution for the future. Okay, let me get some music on. I think it's a little bit too quiet here. I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think? Jacob, NSX, Transing Deeper. What is your like opinion about alternate? What is your what did you get as the news? What do you guys know by now? Like what is your update? I guess while I'm getting this music sorted. All right. I just know coming soon. Me too. That's pretty much it. That's kind of that's why where we were stuck last time. I think Beastnest is good. Well, okay. Here's the thing. Beastnest doesn't have online multiplayer, so that's not really relevant, you know. But anyway, so here's the thing. We had talks with Grego, and I am kind of leaning towards. I think there is a plan to get a server on, so we could play without Hamachi or anything. But if that's not a thing, I kind of feel like we have to find a solution. Okay, so alternate is still in beta, by the way, and yeah, the only way to play is that to do port forwarding, which I'm just fucking repeating myself. But here we go. So bringing back Hamachi or a similar solution to FZO Versus races. That's now I wish, you know, a lot more people would have joined to get that as a community decision. But that's okay. Maybe in the future, in the next meeting. My thing is, there is something called, what was it? We had like another solution for Hamachi one day, that we played on for a while, but it wasn't that stable. But I think some people mentioned some other softwares that are just like working as well as Hamachi, but I didn't have time to check that out. So I have to, I can't say for sure that's the better solution or whatever. So we'd have to do a couple experiments for that, for me to say, all right, this is it. And I know for some people Hamachi is still good, but I have to say I want to move away from Hamachi, man. Hamachi, after that last issue I had, and a couple other people, that's like not okay. That's literally not okay. Okay. You did okay, yeah, me too. I uninstalled Hamachi too. For the it has been a while. So if I can find like a solution, like a separate software, like something that works as well, I'm open for like introducing that. To be fair, Hamachi is pretty ancient as a peer-to-peer network. True, actually, that is true. It is super old. So there used to be something called Tungle or something that was actually really good. And Revolution or something. But yeah, I wouldn't know others. So it isn't optimized. Okay, yeah, that's true. Sorry. We need something more up to date. Something really, If there's a up to date solution to this, I'll gladly get into it. Okay. But until then, so we had a small burst going in activity, matchmaking activity. Sorry, guys, I have to move on because I think you guys can type in the software names. I'll check it out later. But as for a topic, I'm going to move on. Increasing FZO X multiplayer matchmaking on the Switch. So, like I said, the previous solution was to give everyone the Switch Online under my family package. And everyone else who had a family package could like invite them. It was super active at the beginning, but then, it went down because that's just like that was the beauty of the FZO Versus 2, like the single screen online multiplayer, right? And if you lagged, it felt like you lagged. You wouldn't see that much, or if someone else lagged, the others lagged. But in FZO X, if one person lags, everyone lags. So that was also a huge problem, right? Like if we had people from the US playing with us EU folks, they just, if one of them lagged, it was just horrible to play with, right? So that was a huge problem. That wasn't as well optimized. I tried Parsec actually when I had make virtual LAN. Parsec, we used to play via Parsec too. What was his name? Freaking in Tedenrick, I think was it. We used to play on Parsec with him, which worked kinda, but you also needed a good PC for that, if I remember correctly, and a good connection. Like the host, it's a good connection, or else we'll have like input delays and all that kind of stuff, right? So we kind of don't want to do that. Don't want to have that. Parsec is not optimized for low. Yeah, that's the thing. See, that's what I liked about FCVS. Even with people with shitty PCs could play it, they were able to play it. So that's definitely another thing. So FZO X, how could we like increase the FZO X multiplayer matchmaking? I don't know if you guys are playing FZO X. Any of you two? So if I could get like your opinion on that. So do both of you guys not have a microphone? Or you just can't speak? Oh. Well, translating. Do you want to speak, or do you just want to be on text? We can. Sure. Okay. Just all you have to do is whenever you want to speak, there's like a button, I think. Oh, there you go. Raising your hand, and I can invite you to speak, and then move you back to the audience. Hello.
This is working.
There we go. Hell yeah. Welcome. Self-transit people. Jurassic Deep also a longtime member of
Um,
FZO.
you know,
So you know what we kind of went through. So yeah, what do you think, man, about F Zero X? I don't know how to like people have been asking. Like I've checked the what was
with
that?
F-Zero X.
Yeah, the matchmaking X. Someone asked. I also saw people asking for net play, not on Switch, but like the Project 64 one net play, which I was kind of shocked because
Oh, it's Project 64 net. Ugh.
right, yeah, I was about to say because
Alright, parse. It's like you need parsec for that to
hmm
even function in
yeah,
WoW.
pretty much that's what
It's
it was.
so difficult, and
That's
it's like you also need it also and also because parsec is much better at like
definitely
if you
for
have a ping of about like above 150,
mhm.
parsec is not going to work.
That is true.
So it's like
So
if you
if you want to play with people overseas, that's
it's
gonna be a
just
problem. Yeah, pretty much,
yeah, it's like
very much.
if you're trying to play with someone from like the West Coast and you live in Europe, you're
hmm
not going to play
Yeah,
F-Zero X.
that
You are
is
not going to play that.
pretty much, pretty much.
All right,
That
especially like a racing game.
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like with Mario Party or something like that, you could probably get away with it.
yeah. But yeah,
But
that's
like
that,
F-Zero, you need accuracy.
you do,
Like
or at least something like
like
FCVS. You know, FCVS had like you would
yeah
see the other person lag a little bit, but like it wasn't that bad. You could
yeah like
just
lag compensation is
mm-hmm,
absolutely needed.
mm-hmm, yeah, pretty much.
But like but Parsec does not offer lag compensation. It's
Yeah,
just pretty much virtual host.
pretty much. Yeah, yeah. So I wouldn't know. The F-Zero X matchmaking on the Switch worked for a little while, but I don't think people are interested anymore. I don't think. Are people
I
still
think the
doing
only
multi?
reason why people aren't in,
Yeah.
I think the only reason why people aren't interested is because of the split screen.
Right? Yo, I've been trying to explain people that, but nobody's listening. I kind of feel like, okay, that's one thing. That's one thing, but the other thing is also like if one person lags, just everything lags, right? It's like in FCVS, it was
Yeah.
client based, so like if someone else lags,
Yeah,
yeah, you wouldn't lag. You could,
everyone
yeah,
lags.
yeah. But on F Zero X, it's just yeah. On Switch, that's just a little bit. That's
Because
also.
because
Mhm.
all the physics are client side, it's
Yeah,
much more easier to compensate for lag.
pretty much. Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, even but also if we had an actual server running the software, I think it would even be better with lag compensation.
That is true. Yeah, that's the thing. I tried
I
to
think that's why we've been waiting for alternate
pretty much. That
versions.
was actually like very much the core reason we were like, all right, let's dip FCVS for a while, you know. Because if we can host a server, alternate would be perfect. Because I don't know if you have seen the beta, like what alternate does right now.
No, I have,
It you
and
have
it's like, fuck, that is so smooth.
it is it is. It's first it's smooth. Also, it has this whole thing built in where once you're done with like one track, it will automatically move to the next track. It's like literally playing Grand Prix with everyone, right? That was actually sick. You didn't always have to do unhost and then wait till everyone is on the screen and just host again. So they fixed that. That was actually cool. And I
Yeah,
think he also said he might have been able to like sneak in a fifth player. I don't know if they did that for this version. So yeah, but right now as it is, yeah,
have you?
we'll see. Maybe we'll get some more updates soon. But anyway, I think yeah, I don't see any other alternative
Yeah,
for F Zero
I want to be able to try it out
at some point.
at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah. But as for F Zero X multiplayer, I don't see. I don't know unless someone does a.
I don't see any
Yeah. I don't unless someone does something like FCVS
unless someone can.
for F Zero X, then maybe
Yeah,
like a single screen. That would be dope, right? But
yeah,
yeah, other than that, it's gonna be a little bit hard. But all right, follow.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just
You got anything else to add to
You need
this?
something for lag compensation for the most
Yeah,
part.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Well, do you have anything else to add to this, or I'll?
Not really.
Okay, I'll move to the next conversation. Okay. So, yo, what's up, Rhino? So, okay, F-Zero X. I don't see a huge, at least for the future. I don't see how to fix that to get like more people interested in more sessions. Next one was bring back GX Netplay. Okay. GX Netplay, we had something where we started to add region lists. How like people would have, I'm from the EU, I'm from the US, I'm from whatever, and then people would just, join the players that are in the same region, and that will kind of work out. That did work out for a while, but still it's unstable. Like sometimes just fucking frame drops and all that. So that one also requires a good PC, which is also kind of. I don't see the only fix I would have seen for F-Zero GX would have been F-Zero AX. So here's the thing, you know how F-Zero AX has like these cabinets, and how the cabinets have this whole LAN system implemented in them, right? I wanted to do a huge research like I did for FZVS, etc., on AX, how to use that cabinet system as a client-based thing. So like, it's just one screen, F-Zero AX versus the other player, right? The other screen. So you could do like an online multiplayer version of that, but I think that one would require us to hack MAME emulator as well as AX itself. So that'll just require a lot of work. So I don't see another solution for that other than LAN play. So here's the thing: GX and X are, I think, at the same situation right now, which is, yeah, other than LAN or local multiplayer, it's too unstable to continue, or like have a weekly session. So as for GBA F-Zero, so you guys remember we had a huge problem with how like F-Zero, like the GBA emulators that had net play were just dropping frames like crazy, and you couldn't even get into the game to like play with others, right? Net play. There was one solution, something called My Boy or something on Android or something. People, I think, played through that online, but that was also kind of unstable. So I think I found a solution for this. I'm not sure. We didn't experiment around there yet. But Silex, our dear friend Silex, came up to me one day saying apparently there's a new GBA emulator or a version that allowed smooth GBA netplay. Now, I don't remember exactly what it was, but we wanted to try F-Zero on that too. Like how if it works, how stable it is. And I think once I can confirm that this actually works really well, I might introduce that into the community so people could play F-Zero GBA. Yeah, I bet everyone would be down to that because everyone was like waiting for a climax net play. That would be sick, But yeah, I don't have a lot of information in that regard. Only that I know they said some games like Four Swords, etc., worked really well, but I couldn't confirm myself. So also, I was like, obviously, I got super busy since a year, moving twice, etc. So I couldn't really invest my time too much into the community. So I'm very sorry for that. Waiting for a climax? No. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, I think as for net plays, etc. That's where we are. I think we just have to wait for more things to show up for the future to be you know, able to have a stable multiplayer session. I want to bring back multiplayer sessions because that was like the huge part of this community next to ROM hacks, you know, modding, uh, FZ edit, right? All of you guys know, which was also a huge addition, but I think it's still not as user friendly as, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but like, what was the FUSI was the previous version. FUSI had like one program and you could just do everything on that one program. FZEdit needs you to like launch multiple programs, I think. I don't know what exactly the huge like additions were, you know, but yeah. To be fair, we've been relying on FZRIS for so long. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But we didn't have an alternative. If there was a proper alternative, I would have. Because I had a ton of research and gone for, you know, invested into this. The Fuse is definitely more easier to trying to build tracks. Yeah, see, that's what I kind of thought, you know. But maybe a future FZ edit update might bring that a little bit closer, that they work in like a single software. I'm super in favor of like single software stuff, tools, than having like multiple softwares. But if it's inevitable, well, what can I say? You know? Tile is much easier to work. Yeah, that's what I heard too. And I think I tried to work with Tile myself, but I couldn't figure it out. I actually learned Fusey. Did like, I don't know, 3 or 4 tracks. Whoa, shit, sorry. 3 or 4 tracks. But I never got into FC edit that much. I tried Tile, did some like a small track, but I never finished it, you know. Obviously, yeah, Fusey is definitely restrictive. That's true. I see what people do with FC edit. It's crazy. Holy shit. Like, all you have to do is check FZO modding section and all the other ones, mods and tracks. It's amazing what people did so far. And I think there have been a couple hacks released lately, which I still have to review and play. You know, I still couldn't get around. All you have to see is my range. All right. Well, as for ROM hacking, I kind of need like Portor, you know, Alejandro, and especially, wait a second, especially, hold on, I have to check something real quick. Okay, I'm back. So, Portor, Alejandro, and especially Catador. Right? Catador has been the one that works a lot on the FZO ROM hacks. And one more guy, dude. Fuck, I forgot his name. Sorry. MATLAB. There you go. MATLAB. Would have been nice if I had MATLAB here too, you know? Just to talk about a little bit of FZO ROM hacking and that kind of stuff. But maybe in the next meeting, okay? Because I think people didn't... This one was a little bit... you know, I planned it 2 days ago, but I didn't like mass ping people to it. Fuck, I want to play a full hack of MATLAB tracks. Yeah, MATLAB tracks are sick, dude. It's really good. They have also done like custom soundtracks and etc. It's really dope. So, yeah, I hope one day I can get them into a discussion like this. So, fuck, I want to play. Okay, yeah, pretty much. So, let me move on to the next topic then, because yeah, we can't really talk that much about ROM hack. I'd rather have Catador and MATLAB around. So I'd be down to play my tracks if I can put them to 3 laps. Okay, community events for the future. More tournaments, weekly gatherings, more meetings like this, community participation, idea exchange. So here's the thing. We talked about that, and if we finally have a stable alternate server and everyone can play it and it works well, you'll definitely see more community events going on, as at least for like SNES F-Zero, and more and tournaments obviously and weekly gatherings. So my question will be, do you guys think we should do community discussions a little bit more often now? Do you think this could work as a regular thing? Yeah, yeah. Well, what do you think would the time span be? Like once a month, once in 2 months or something? Twice? Okay, I don't think there's gonna be like a lot of update in two weeks. I think a month makes sense. A month is also something I can like, work with, because 2 weeks when I'm less busy. Right? Oh, wait. No, you mean once per 2 months? Or what do you mean exactly? Because twice per month is a little bit hard to, follow. I think once a month makes a little bit more sense. Because, like I said, there's not going to be a lot of updates in 2 weeks, like for me to talk about, for having a community discussion. I think once a month, people also can like prepare if they're like busy. They can like schedule this community discussion. You know what I mean? Okay. So idea exchange, so what I wanted to say of community participation, idea exchange was a little bit more. So the today's format is going to be a little bit more me going through topics and getting your guys' opinions, etc. While I think maybe the future ones should be something where the community brings in questions and their ideas, and we could make an actual stage, where I can pull people like I did with you before, Transing Deeper, and then they could like present their ideas and questions, whatever, and then I'll be trying to answer, or whatever mod or staff member is going to be with me on the stage. Right. I think that makes sense so far. Okay, so let me move on to rules staff revision. Fuck, see, that's why I wish more people would join. We're gonna need more. Also, maybe is the time a little bit too early for like maybe US players? What do you guys think? Is it like is this time a little bit too early for people, or is it like too late? You know? It is like 3 back home for me. 3 p.m. Oh, okay. Maybe some people are still at work. Maybe I should do 11 p.m. my time. That would be like 2 hours from now on. Does that make more sense? I think that makes more sense, right? And 11 p.m. is like right around time EU people return home or still stick around to go to sleep in like 2 hours or something. I think 11 p.m. might make sense. It's prime European way. For some people, yeah, sure. Okay. Rules staff revision. I'll get something in real quick. I'll go through the whole topic I wrote here. Then I'll get Yo, Sleepy Murph, do you have a mic? Or do you think you can? You want to? Do you want to participate or just text? There's a thread you can type in if you want. Well, you don't have to, but I'll get you guys' opinion and talk after that. But let me go through them one by one, and then I'll get you guys into the speaker. Okay. So here you go. It got brought to my attention. Some people said, "Yo, the rules are a little bit too old. Rules need updating. Rules that. Rules this. Right? Keep rules. Change rules. Add new rules. Remove old rules." So let me just go through all the rules one by one, just to. It's in hashtag rules, by the way. You guys want to find it right below info in the Discord channel. So, you know. Okay, so what we have is we have two separate rules. One is the general server community rules, and the other is matchmaking rules, because obviously we had some problems and we had to introduce matchmaking rules in there. So I'm gonna go through the general server rules. One is be respectful to other server members, do not bully, harass, nor be mean to anyone. Hate speech of any kind, racism, sexism, homophobia, or any discriminative behavior will not be tolerated. This also applies to username, profile pictures, banners, and the about status section. I think this one is pretty straightforward. I don't think, at least for me, that we need to change a lot there. You know, that one is fine. I think what was okay. What a problem was, I think, wild memes was a little bit of a problem in that regard, because people tried to be a little edgy. And yeah, we had to go through that, enforce a little bit, you know, harder rules there. But I think, so here's the thing. Obviously we're not like, oh, you can't do anything, any jokes or something, but it's a little, you know, if you're trying to like play around the edges, that's gonna be a problem for us. Okay, that's what I don't want. That's why I think the rules should stay as it is, because when people try to you know, walk around the edges of you know, offensive jokes or whatever, even if they don't mean, even if they're like, hey, look, you know, I saw a picture and that's what it says there. Maybe, you know, what you're implying is also super important there. So I think it should be self-explanatory in that rule, because it doesn't happen often. It's like super rare that one person gets in. It's like, yo, but this rule is very vague. Vague. You know, I don't know what you guys mean, but so I think I'm gonna leave it. That spam is prohibited. Spam is already known. But okay, spam rule. Here's the thing. I don't mind if people go like fucking Captain Falcon gifs, you know, spamming Captain whatever. But if it gets like annoying when some people try to talk and you could just fucking spam gifs, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. So I don't think we should allow that. We have the whole criminal behavior, such as doxing, manipulating people to get someone banned, threatening members. That thing is also clear. I think do not pay people into anything. I think I'm gonna be honest. Our rules, I think, is so far like pretty straightforward and like explain. I don't know. What do you guys think? There's like something missing? Do we need to add another rule? Do we have to remove all rules? Because I think the current rules we have is pretty much straightforward. And the matchmaking, maybe the matchmaking ones might need an update after we have, like, you know, other games we play. But yeah, I think that's so far pretty much clear. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit more of a serious one. Remove inactive staff or give them a special role like retire to introduce new staff members in the team. So this is something I was actually thinking about because that's after a while, I think since a whole year, there has been staff members that have been assigned as like developers or like mods, etc. But you all you see is like one or two uh, mods doing anything, or the others are just having you know the role. And there are some devs that just talk once a year or something. So the question here is, should we really leave them in the staff team, or do you think we should like remove people like that from staff when they become super inactive, and we should just give them like a special role, contributor, as like a retired uh, staff member? And bring back up staff member recruit again. We used to have a staff member recruit on page on Google Docs. Uh, do you guys think we need more staff members right now? That's actually, I think that's a better question, right? Better formulated question. Yo, FZO, you want to talk first? And then I'll get Fukushin, aka Trancing Deeper. Okay. All right. Hello.
When it comes to the staff team,
Can you hear
I
me?
don't really
Okay.
much needs to be done at all. Honestly,
We don't need what?
I don't think much needs to be done when it comes to the staff team.
Okay. So, do you think we should just leave even inactive staff members be, like even if they type
If
once a
they've
year?
been like inactive for months,
Yeah.
the exclusive role would be a good idea.
Okay. And
That's just what I think, though.
okay. And
The server's not too active, and you're always active in the server, so
yeah.
when it comes to moderation, we should be fine.
So you don't think we need more staff members right now? You think it's fine?
No, I don't really think we need more staff members.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. And the ones that are active do a good job, I think, so far. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Fukushin, do you want to? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Retirement role, and
Mhm.
then probably not actively search for new staff as of right now.
Okay.
They don't, because
Yeah, I think we also have. I think we also have the time zones covered. Like a lot of the staff members are like from different time zones, so I think that's also good. But I think if I start realizing that there are some time zones where nobody is around and people are fucking around, then maybe. But yeah, I think right now,
yeah,
I guess I have
don't
to.
really need.
Yeah, I guess I have to agree with you guys. Does make sense. Okay. Good. I'll move to the next topic. This is a good one. FZO Online social media. So here's the thing. We had a lot of plans for the FZO Online social media, but it turned out I was the only one working on it. So here's the thing. But I also get it, let me just tell you what our plan was. Our plan was like to have like an active Twitter, and for a while we did that. We did like a retweet of like fan made games, F-Zero art. We tried to like look for those people and get their art and all that F-Zero content on the front page, and when possible, give a little comment, quote, be like, hey, look, this guy's doing this, and there's a live stream, whatever. But that kind of went a little downhill because all it started to be was just retweeting, you know. And my plan was that we would do like a regular active like poll systems, questions, something like a lot of F-Zero related stuff, or like fan games, or anti-gravity racing, whatever. But it didn't really, I think the F-Zero Online channel on Twitter has been super inactive since like what, 6 months or a year even? I don't remember. So just become an F-Zero meme page. True. But I'll get your guys' idea of how to improve that. Okay, if you guys can like type it away when I get you on stage, then tell me how we could possibly improve the F-Zero channel on Twitter. But that's Twitter. So the other plan was the F-Zero Online YouTube channel, right? And the Twitch channel. The plan was that we would do like active FC versus sessions. But since we removed the Hamachi server or whatever, and I brought it up in the beginning of this discussion, that because of the whole Hamachi thing and us not having a public server, online server, FC versus sessions dropped down significantly. People stopped playing, etc. So we couldn't get like content out of that, for the F-Zero Online channel. What I was also doing was I was streaming on the F-Zero Online channel sometimes, and I was inviting other staff members to do as well. But the problem was always they were like, well, if we're gonna stream on F-Zero Online, well, why shouldn't we just stream it on our own channels? Which I totally understand. So there has to be something special for the F-Zero Online channel where people could participate, right? And I was looking for like content creators that could like work with me on that. But at first it was just throwing in ideas, and then people slowly, starting to like give up. Because obviously it's gonna take a lot of time, free time from people. So what I wrote down here is, do you guys think we should like should I try to get community members that are like super interested into that into a team and especially focus on the FZO channel as a team instead of us, the staff? Do you think that's a good idea? Is that a bad idea? I also thought like if the community would like send me funny F-Zero content videos from them, I would just pile them all together, make like a video, and then release it on the F-Zero Online channel. I think that could work too, like F-Zero Online highlights for from our community members, like their funny moments or their sick moment. I don't know, like a sick personal best or something. I know we could do that. So. I think F-Zero content team could work. Okay, that's. I think the question here was also, how do we build up trust? What are the risks of getting people like that in? But yeah, I guess I'll just have to put it up, right? Like an announcement. Hey, who is interested, right? And then go through those people one by one. See what they think, what their idea is, right? Okay, as for like Twitch streaming, that's what I also always thought to stream tournaments, but we ended up doing it on YouTube. Yeah, at this point, I don't know, to be honest. We could also do this format where we stream on Twitch and then get the video footage to YouTube later, as like an edited footage. Those groups, I'd say, are a good idea. Okay. So, does anyone else think that's a good idea, having a content creator group? Actually, let me write that down. Gather a content creator team from the community. I can make content if it comes down to it. Same kind of good group. I thought this was for us. What do you mean, Eric? No, we're going through topics. We're at FZO social media. That's the topic. Yeah. Yo, to be honest, so videos like Alejandro's video where he did like this whole Fusey tutorial thing, that kind of stuff would actually be super dope. If there was like a team effort on a large edited video like this, we don't have to like upload it regularly, but when we do, it has to be like maybe a good video, you know? That could also work. The other one was community highlights. FZO, what do you guys think about that? Let me hear you guys' opinion about the community highlights. Do you think I should just gather people's like best moments in FZO and just put them into a one video and then release it? Good idea. Okay. Alejandro's production quality. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, I know. It's a little bit. Yeah, that's too much work, you know. Monthly, I don't know about monthly. We need to set like realistic goals because I don't think everyone can commit to a monthly. Maybe, I don't know. Monthly would be great. Like a monthly upload, that would be dope. I'll get a capture card for Christmas. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna put that idea on the server. Let me write that down actually. Community highlights, funny videos, etc. From community members once a month. Okay. How many playing together interactions did you see in the last month? If there's none, we can't highlight. No, it's not FZO versus. It's not that. It's just like a community member is playing FZO and he's like, "Oh shit, this was super funny. I had like 3 orange cars bumping me and I flew across the map or something. I want to share this with you guys." And then I would like grab that video, be like, "Hey, okay, this is gonna end up in the community highlights," you know. That kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you run into like crazy stuff, you can always submit your videos, and I would like put them into a edited video at the end at the end of the month. Yeah, that could work. If there online highlights Q4, maybe for like okay, that could work. That could yeah. That would actually be okay. That's actually a great idea. I like that. I like that. Like the community highlights as FZO online highlights, you know? And people would just know. We would just quote everyone on the description, be like, "Hey, this guy, this video was from this guy," and you can check out their channels, etc. That would be nice. Maybe do one for like, yeah, okay. I see what you mean. Okay. All right. I got that. Not to flex, but I've got some pretty good time. Attack runs I could show. Master mode, we go for fun clips. Okay, so here's the thing. Clips. If you have like clips during those attack runs that are like very intense, sure, go ahead. I can't like upload a full run. Like that's gonna be a little bit too much, taking too much time of the whole highlight, you know. Highlights are supposed to be just yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, master mode would be cool for funny clips, right? Yeah, we get those clips in, ship them, clip it and ship it. Highlights for new tracks, I guess, you know. Highlights for like, I don't know, maybe you were like doing an FZO hack during a live stream and something funny happened. You did like I don't know, some funny stuff with tracks. and some funny glitch happened, that could also be. Or you were playing a hack, ROM hack, and some silly glitch happened and it looked super funny. You can ship that too, that kind of stuff. I was sent a 9 glitch. Yeah, I mean stuff like that. See, sure. Okay. All right. I guess that's good. That's good. Okay. Let me see what we got from you. Gather content creator team, community highlights, funny videos, FZO Online highlights. Okay. I think that's good. As for Twitter, wait, what did we say about Twitter? We said, yeah, Twitter is just there's not really much to do there, I guess. Twitter, not much to do right now. Oh, also, actually, I almost forgot. That's actually, we planned to do FZO podcast back in the day. We said, hey, let's do an FZO Online podcast where we would like get in community members sometimes, or I would do like a podcast with MATLAB, Catador, or like with just Greg, Alejandro, and like some other members. Where we would talk about FZO, about ROM hacking, about tracks, about lore, about like an FZO TV, pretty much like an FZO show. So that's where the idea of hashtag Watch FZO came from, which we have for like online content creators. But I was lacking on time, and running my own channel while also trying to run FZO Online channel was a little bit, too much for me. But I'll try my best to, be more involved. So Online podcast. Okay, love it. Wait, FZ just talks about. All right. I guess that's good. Okay, we got FZO Online podcast in. Oh yeah, there's also this was also gonna be a thing. FZO hack reviews. We wanted to do like I don't know if you guys know Metroid Construction. So Metroid Construction used to do hack reviews of their like community's ROM hacks, and they would bring up like whoever played the ROM hack, and they would like talk about it, put some footages on the screen, and they would like talk about how, like, what was done in this ROM hack, like how, as this example, what was used in Fusey, what made this so special. Like, I don't know, they had like special speed running tactics there or whatever. Jump plates were placed in like perfect positions to make that possible or whatever, that kind of stuff. But like I said, that also requires other people to do that instead of just me. But do you think the plan was to get people's ROM hacks a little bit in the front, right? So like new people could discover their ROM hacks, because we still don't have our FZO website. It's so frustrating. I know we tried to do this for a year now, and the plan was to get, Sleeping With, thanks so much. Their ROM hacks in front, and so they can like upload their ROM hacks and people could like download it, leave a like, leave a review, whatever. But we're kind of still far off from that. Now the question: funny reviews like AGN or objective? Objective reviews. That's what the plan was. Plan was objective reviews, like actually going piece by piece through the ROM hack of each, community member. And I needed Alejandro and Catador for this because they have more knowledge, Even FZO, yeah, right. It is hard. Even Metroid Construction stopped doing those videos for a while now. But I think, yeah, it's just, I just thought if we could get some dedicated people for that, that would have been nice. Hack reviews. But I'm gonna put it on the list just to see if there are people willing to do stuff like that. But execution will be the hard. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why we haven't gotten to it yet. We also did the do you guys remember Extreme Zero? Extreme Zero challenge? When someone did like a so remind me when someone did like a ROM hack like that, it would like, you know, challenge the community to finish it. Whoever finished it first, we would upload a video onto FZO Online, be like, hey, there's a new challenge. Who's gonna beat Extreme Zero Season 2 and stuff like that. That was kind of nice, but that was mostly handled by, you know, staff mods, especially my Extreme Zero mod. So yearly challenges, definitely that would be nice. But I'm thinking, what about should we like get community hacks in as a challenge too? Like if someone is like, hey, I'm gonna make this challenging hack, are you guys up for it? Should we like promote it? Should the server promote that? Be like, hey guys, look, this guy made this super hard ROM hack. Do you guys want to, you know, challenge him? That would be really cool. Okay. That is true. Though I have to say Extreme Zero was like, we had like, how many? 20? 15? 20 people that tried to beat it. So that was kind of, yeah, that was kind of good. That was kind of good. But, yeah. Like, obviously the community needs a fire again. Like, you know, like, it needs to, you know, be sparked into this again. So people get like motivated to do stuff. All right, FZO members promoting FZO members hack challenges. ROM hack challenges. There we go. Okay. All right. All right, I think if we're done with this, that was Prime FCBS, so we were also doing multi. Yeah, that is true. Actually, that is true. That is true. Okay. Do you guys have something else to add here? If you guys wanna come to the stage, or if not, I'm gonna move to the next topic. You can now raise your hand if you have anything to add. Also, welcome people. Got nothing? Okay. All right, well, I'll be moving to the next one then. Next one is possible tournaments. I think this is like the last topic. So here's the problem. We used to host a lot of tournaments. And there were two problems. First one, obviously, lacking people. If we kept getting like 8 people joining tournaments, and it didn't go like the numbers didn't rise up ever since. That's one problem. The second one was we have like the FZO community in general. There's like a huge lack of live streamers, unless you're live streaming GX, because there are FZO GX live streamers on the FZO Nexus community and FZO Central, obviously. But here's the thing: we usually host our tournaments on Challenge, and how a lot of the like popular communities do tournaments is everyone has to stream, right? Everyone has to stream their part, so we could pull both streams and then have commentators on it. Sometimes it works, but most of the times it's always like 80% or like 60% of the people that can't stream, you know? And that's why I wrote like how to solve everyone has to stream in tournaments for people that cannot stream, or you know, how to solve trust factor. Because obviously it's not fun for like anyone else to watch a live stream where there's no footage, right? Because like everyone is gonna be like, here, this is my timestamp, boom. Personally, buy a PC for that. But so here's the thing. Here's my question. Okay, here's my like the biggest question was always, should we keep enforcing live streams, or should we just say fuck it? You know, let's do trust factor. Everyone can join, and well, the ones who can stream will get footages off. The ones who can't will just stay, you know, offline and not get on the FZO online. You know, whatever. Or we'll just read it on live. We'll just read it. Hey, I don't know. FCZV won against Fakuchian or whatever by this and this time. Or do you think we should enforce? No, obviously you guys can't decide that, but I'm still open to your opinions. We should do trust factor till we get enough people to like a group stage and actual. Okay, that's actually. I guess that does make sense for like a smaller audience. Let me see. Trust factor for factor tournaments until we have enough people. Yeah, that does make sense, I guess. At least this way people can like participate in tournaments and have their fun, etc. 10 is, yeah. At least 10 would be nice. But anything below that is a little, yeah. No. Maybe knock 2 off the groups. What do you mean? Eight is enough for quarterfinals. Yeah, but I mean, if 8 people can stream, sure. But yeah, and I know what you mean. Anyways, okay, so that's that. Good. I've written that down. Trust factor for tournaments until yeah. So the last question, I guess, other FZO tournaments, collab, co-host with FZN and FZC, introducing new commentators, new restreamers. That's also probably gonna fall under content creator team. It's like people that want to do restreams, that want to participate as commentators. And a little bit more collabs with FZN and FCC. I know we haven't been really doing that a lot. It was super rarely, but what do you guys think? Is there like a point? Or should we do our own thing? Or do you think a collab makes sense? You know? It's a good idea, but I'd like to focus on building FZO Online's community first and foremost. Makes sense. We could do commentating on the main channel for attorney. Okay. So, recruiting more commentators. Okay. But first focus on recruit more commentators, streamers. Okay. Possibly stream their POEs. Well, that's the thing. Like, that's what restreamers do. Is they get the FZO Online channel, get access to that, and everyone's stream would be pulled up while the commentators can see that, and then the commentators would be on the voice channel, seeing it on live, you know, one-on-one, and commentate on the races, you know. But that's why you need more people that can stream, right? Because if there's no footage, there's just nothing to commentate about. Okay, cool. No, that's cool. I like that. Okay, I guess that concludes for like today's topics I wanted to go through. Do you guys want to add anything to that? If you want, you can now raise your hand or type it in the text channel. I think I'll yeah. Do you guys have anything else? I'll think about the next community meeting, like probably next month, right before New Year, maybe. We'll see. And I'll bring these topics up in an announcement so people can go through it and give their opinions and commentate on whatever. Comment on. I'll close this thread, or I'll archive it soon so people can talk about it. I could probably do some tournament planning if we get a larger amount. Okay. I'll write that down. Oh, by the way, I have to Transing deeper, FZO interested in quantity comment restream. Okay. All right, cool. Guys, thanks so much for joining, by the way. Hopefully next time I'm gonna announce it a week before, and I'll do like an at everyone. And hopefully more people will join the event. And I hope I will get Catador and all those people involved, because we need, I think a lot of people are waiting for like ROM hacking news, and they want to know more of what's going on with FZ etc. So, and 11 p.m. Oh yeah, FZCV. What do you think about the time? I think the time also was a little bad. So I'll do 11 p.m. my time next time, right? No, your time, that would be 5 p.m. for you, Transing Deep. In GMT, so you can do the math. Sure. All right. I live in Norway. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, that makes sense. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. I'm close this community discussion. See you another time. All right. Well, here we go, guys. This is what we came up with. I think that was a good discussion. I wish more people would have joined, obviously, but that's just what we have to deal with. So our final things, answers, I guess. Alternate in beta, bring Hamachi, bring back GX. So community events for the future, more weekend gatherings, more meeting like this community. So community participation, idea exchange wanted. Solution for an alternative Hamachi. FZS sessions. Wait. FZS sessions have to return. There you go. Exclamation mark. Okay. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I guess I don't know if I'm done with today's stream. I guess I'll just take a be right back. I'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with Metal Gear. How about that? Metal Gear Solid, huh? We wanted to continue that anyway. All right. Actually, now would have been cool if we played some FZO, right? That would be perfect. Fast Friday. We'll see. We might do some FZO online. I mean, some FZO randomizer, and call it off, or move to Metal Gear after that, or we'll straight move on to Metal Gear. All right, brought back, fellas.